I've always loved hiking alone. There's something peaceful about being disconnected, surrounded by nothing but nature. But after what happened last fall, I don't think I'll ever hike alone again. This happened in upstate New York, at a trail I'd been on dozens of times before. It wasn't a popular one, just a narrow dirt path cutting through dense woods, about 6 miles out and back. I arrived around 3 p.m., figuring I'd finish before sunset. The weather was perfect. Clear skies, cool breeze. Seemed like the perfect day. About 2 miles in, though, something felt off. At first, it was subtle. You know when you just feel like you're being watched? I kept looking over my shoulder, but there was nothing. Not a single person in sight. I even stopped and listened. Birds. Wind. Leaves. That's it. I kept walking. A few minutes later, the sound of footsteps. Not constant. Not like someone walking normally, more like following. Stop when I stop. Walk when I walk. I turned fast, scanning the trees. Again, nothing. I told myself it was a deer. A squirrel. My own paranoia. But deep down, I knew. I could feel it. I picked up the pace. That's when I heard it. A twig snapped. Close. Like really close. I spun around, and that's when I saw him. A man. Standing maybe 30 feet away, partially hidden behind a tree. He wasn't moving. Just watching me. I couldn't make out his face completely. He wore a dark hoodie with the hood up and dark jeans. No backpack. No gear. Just standing there. I raised my voice. Hey, you good, man? No response. He just tilted his head slightly, like he was curious. Or maybe confused. I couldn't tell. But something about it felt wrong. It wasn't like he was lost. He wasn't looking for help. He was just there. I started walking again, faster now. Trying to stay calm. My heart was pounding so loud I could barely hear anything else. Every few seconds, I glanced back, and sure enough, he was following. Always keeping distance. Never getting too close. Never falling too far behind. Then he started whistling. Low. Off tune. Just 3 notes, repeated over and over. It didn't sound like any song. It didn't sound normal. It sounded wrong. Almost like it wasn't meant to be music, but a signal. That's when panic kicked in. I pulled my phone from my pocket, no signal. Of course. Middle of the woods. I considered calling 911 anyway, hoping a ping would go through, but I figured I needed to get closer to the trailhead. I started running. The whistling got louder. Faster. I didn't dare look back, I just ran. Dodging branches, stumbling over roots, breathing so hard my chest felt like it might explode. And then the footsteps stopped. Silence. I glanced back, he was gone. Nowhere. Not behind me. Not to the sides. Nothing. Just empty woods. I didn't stop running. Not until I saw the parking lot. When I finally burst out of the tree line, my car was the only one there. Nobody else. Not a single soul. I jumped in, locked the doors, started the engine, and only then allowed myself to look back at the trail. Standing right at the edge of the woods was the man. Still watching. Still whistling. I floored it out of there. I never went back to that trail. A part of me wonders if it was just some crazy guy. Maybe someone messing with me. But the way he moved, the way he seemed to know when I stopped, the way he just appeared, disappeared, it still haunts me. I check the woods every time I drive past. Sometimes, I swear, I hear that same broken whistle, and I still don't know who he was.